The people who told me that I'd never make it are buying tickets to my shows. They're playing my music at their weddings. They're rooting for me like I'm family. And the truth is, I'm not special. I just didn't. Music industry insiders have a technique they don't want regular artists to know about. It's how they transform harsh critics into devoted followers. Turns out your biggest doubters are closer to becoming your superfans than people who feel neutral about your music. The conversion process is simpler than you might think. Ever notice how passionate someone gets when they're explaining why they hate a certain song? That passion is actually the first ingredient for deep connection. When somebody strongly dislikes your music, they're already emotionally invested. All they need is the right experience to flip that investment. Live shows are particularly powerful for this transformation, creating shared energy that can convert even the harshest critic. But here's what's fascinating. It's not about changing minds. It's about recognizing that negative emotions and strong positive ones are actually neighbors, not opposites. Record labels have been exploiting this psychological insight for decades, strategically positioning artists to capture the attention of their biggest detractors. They know that authenticity is the secret weapon. When an artist drops the act and shows their true creative spirit, even skeptics start paying attention. It's not about tricking people. It's about removing the barriers between your genuine expression and their perception. The most successful artists don't run away from their critics. They run towards them, recognizing the passionate energy that can be redirected. The gap between being dismissed and being celebrated is often just a matter of persistence and belief in your vision. I'm Manish, MIT class president turned hip hop artist, and in this video, we dive into the secrets of turning your biggest doubters into your greatest diehard fans. Secret 1. Own the criticism and study it. Early on, I listened to every critic, not to internalize it, but to reverse engineer what they saw. I asked questions like, what's missing? Why aren't they connecting? Why aren't the lyrics resonating? Why isn't the message delivering? And this mindset turned criticism into a cheat code for growth. A lot of people said my delivery was bad. Some people said I need to go work on my cadence. Some people said that my production was terrible. I'm grateful for a lot of these comments because it made me go back to the drawing board and retool, recraft, and revamp my sound. Every piece of critical feedback is a gift. In my eyes, it's an opportunity to level up and become a master of your craft. I have so much gratitude for the people that criticize me because it fueled me to evolve into the musician that I am today. Secret 2, be unshakably authentic. I stopped trying to sound like what was hot, what was trendy, what everybody was doing, and I stopped pleasing people who never were going to support me. Instead, I doubled down on what made me different. From my background, my lyrics, my sound, my delivery, and my personality. That's when people started leaning in. You can't be undeniable if you're unrecognizable. Much of the early criticism I got was that nobody would listen to my music because it was too niche, and no pun intended. I made songs about math, about food, about personal stories, about my culture, and over time, I was able to refine my sound into 4 major buckets. My cultural heritage, my romantic nature, my motivational mindset, and my introspective demeanor. Little did I know that these arcane idiosyncrasies of my early music would be a foundation for helping me create my brand and music catalog years later. My biggest takeaway here is don't make music that you think people want to listen to. Make music that you want to listen to, and people will gravitate towards you regardless if you're authentic in who you are. Secret 3, keep showing up. Most people quit too early. They expect support when they haven't earned the attention. I posted songs nobody heard, I played shows nobody came to, but I kept going. That consistency is what makes the critics turn into believers. I wanted to quit music so many times. Over the 10 years that I've been doing music, probably like 5 times I've thought about maybe I should just hang it up. But I remained consistent. I went to the studio every month for the last 3 years and I amassed a collection of 2 years worth of music. I kept sharpening my rap cadences, my bars, my production. I took feedback from producers, professionals, peers. I kept going. And looking back, I can honestly see the slow but consistent trajectory upwards. People who meet me now didn't see the 10,000 hours that I put in, or the sleepless nights where I was trying to perfect a rap flow, I was trying to write a verse, I was trying to make a beat. It took hours. It took work. A lot of people come to me as the expert in hip hop, but honestly, the last 10 years were grueling. I regularly found myself filled with self-doubt, pain, rejection, frustration, tears, but I kept going. I am grateful for all these emotions because they molded me into the artist I am today. Resilient, grounded, grateful, and consistent. When the going got tough, I kept showing up to put in the work, and slowly but surely, I've made a name for myself in the music industry. I hope my story is a beacon of hope for those of you on similar journeys of bettering yourself on a daily basis and proving yourself right. The people who told me that I'd never make it are buying tickets to my shows. They're playing my music at their weddings. They're rooting for me like I'm family. And the truth is, I'm not special. I just didn't quit. If you're in that season where nobody gets what you're doing, keep putting in the work. It will pay off. Your story is still being written. If everyone around you doubts you, good. Turn them into your biggest supporters. Use it as motivation because the rejected will be respected. For more videos on how to level up as a musician, you can subscribe below. I made a video on how I turned my heartbreak into hip hop hits. You can click here to check it out. Thanks for watching, and shout out to the Outliers.
This man is going everywhere. Ambition got me ending on a high note. I know. Ambition got me, yeah.